Well, I did get a bit bored with what the Stones were doing and my lack of being able to have much input. You might have the odd and recommend or suggest something, and they'd agree. Like they did Eddie Cochran's 20 Flight Rock live, which I suggested. They did 2,000 Light Years from Home, which I suggested. Things like that, But there weren't many. So there was always the frustration of all these songs that I liked, which we couldn't do. And so I kind of did it to start with Willie and the Poor Boys in the 80s when I put that band together for Ronnie Lane's charity, multiple MS, multiple sclerosis. And that was after that tour we did, the Arms tour with Eric Clapton's band, Jeff Beck's band, Stevie Winwood's band. And then after that I thought, maybe I'd do an album to go with the charity. So I did that, and I had Garrett Watkins on that, and Andy Fairweather. And then when we shot the video, everybody came, Ronnie Wood and Charlie Watts and Kenny Jones, and we had Mel Collins, and we had horn players, Ralph Ravenscroft. Everybody came out of the woodwork to do that, and it was really, really great. And that was like the forerunner of it. When I left the band, the Stones, I suppose it was a couple of years before I thought of doing music again. I just wanted that break, I thought, if I was going to do it, I was going to do it different, totally different. And I didn't care what people thought. No, I wasn't looking for like a career move. I wasn't looking for hit records, or I just wanted to have a bit of fun with music. And so I started calling people up and get Georgie Fame and Albert and Albert Lee and the horn players who'd worked with us a bit, and people from Willie and the Poor Boys, Andy Fairweather, Geraint, we used on the first album as well, Geraint Watkins. So it was a sort of a continuation, but like 20 years later. But it was great because you could choose any piece of music by any artist from any era, and it didn't matter. Yeah, and the sound is cleaner. You can hear most everybody. We have good sound engineers who've worked with us the last 5 years now. 2 French guys. They're very good, and so we always get a good sound, and we're not loud. And everybody can hear everybody because no one's trying to supersede anyone. No one's trying to be flash and take over like it used to be in the Stones. The volume was enormous, and it was just, they didn't care whether it destroyed the rest of the sound. But they never realised that your mic tap and it's being balanced out there. They wanted to fill the stadiums with their amplifiers, so they'd turn up to enormous volume. You just could never hear anything, and it was really a frustration for me. I always wanted it a bit more salted, so with the Rhythm Kings we can do that, and it sounds really good. And everybody leaves space for everyone. Everybody gets off on what everybody else is doing instead of trying to be the boss. So there's no one there saying, oh, I'm great, or because if there is, they're out of the band. No prima donnas. Everybody loves what they're doing. Everybody loves what everybody else is doing. So you come off and someone says, great solo, Albert, and someone, oh, thanks, man, well, you played really good on, and then Beverly sang so wonderful, it's all like that. And so it's nice, sitting back at the hotel afterwards, praising each other for doing a good show, which never happened with the Stones. Yeah. No one ever said anything. Oh, no one ever said, oh, you played really great tonight, Bill, or Charlie. Never said anything. So, you come off thinking I played really well. It's like, no, if you're a footballer, they all leap on you when you score a goal or do something brilliant, They didn't do it in the Stones. I played 11 shows once with a broken hand, with 2 fingers strapped up, and played with my thumb, my index finger, my little finger, played 11 shows like that. I don't think the audience really knew. It was just that I had to do it. Yeah, because you've got 60, 70, 80,000 people at each venue over the next 3 weeks. You can't just say, I can't do it. And at the end of the year, I had like 50 or 60 unreleased tracks, and they were all fantastic, and then it was a matter of trying to find a record label. That took 2 years because it was uncommercial music. They'd, oh yeah, it's lovely, but it's never going to sell. We're going to pass on it, Why don't you go to so and so and so and so? So I'd go there, and they'd say it's great, but no. And I did it in America as well. And I got more and more frustrated, you know. And then in the end, BMG agreed. It surprised us all because it started to sell really well. And then they asked us to do gigs. And I thought, well, I'm really planning to do gigs. You know, I left the Stones because I didn't want to do gigs anymore, tour the world. And here I am being asked to do gigs. So we just did 3 gigs the first year. We did show in Hamburg and it sold out instantly, so they put a second show on, which sold out. We did one in the Paradiso, Holland, sold out instantly, put a second show in, that sold out. And then we did one in London. But we just did the 3 shows and they went great. And I had Peter Frampton with Georgie and Gary Brooker and Albert Lee. And it was a great band and we had great fun. And so the next year we thought, let's do it again. People love to see us because there's so much variety in the concert, in the choice of material, and in the variety of the way we play. And you know, we'd do a country number, we'd do a blues, we'd do a soul song, we'd do a bit of jazz. And it's changing all the time. Then we'd do a blues shouter song, you know, from the late 40s, Breaking Up the House or one of them. Wynonie Harris sort of things, or Bobby Blue Bland, or one of those kind of songs. And then you'll do a J.J. Cale song. So I don't see why we should interfere with it. There's nothing there I don't like.